Hi guys, this is a redirect to the last 3 episodes of Hunter x Hunter, episodes 146, 147 and 148, my reaction to it, and oh my goodness, it's been a really good series. I do have a couple of things though, a couple of issues with it, but I really like these last 3 episodes and I'm so happy for Gon that he finally met Jing. It took so long and I was getting so frustrated with Jing and his cold attitude, but those moments at the end where he was talking to Jing, it's quite touching seeing them finally talk to each other and having a good time at the top of the world tree. So firstly, we see Gon meeting Jing for the very first time in the stage, next to the stage, the audience section. So the first thing Gon said was talk about how much he regrets not being able to save Kite, and Jing, like, he didn't know how to like calm him down. He didn't know how to like he didn't know how to bond, basically, because obviously he's been like completely like detached from his son. It was his first time seeing him, actually meeting him and talking to him. So like, Gon was like a crying mess. Like, he was talking about how Kai got killed and how he wasn't strong enough, and like Jing was like, okay, calm down. You were weak back then, and you should actually apologize to Kite, not actually apologize to him about it. Which were true words, but like, you know, like he's still 12, like he's got really high expectations for a 12-year-old. Jing to Gon, and still we have no idea who Gon's mom is. There's theories out there that Jing got pregnant or something with Gon, and I'm just like, that's fucked up to it's fucked up to think like that. It's very weird, very weird. So I don't want to think of it like that, but maybe he used Nen to create Gon, like, you know how Orochimaru made like experiments and stuff to make humans, something similar or something. But I don't know, like Gon doesn't seem to like be bothered to ask something like that, because he thinks of Mito as his mum, but that's Jing's cousin, so I mean that's not incest, but like I'm just like I'm saying, like, I don't know. Anyway, Gon, in order to like meet Jing again, he had to climb the world tree. But before we get into that, we saw this conversation between the koala chimera ant and Kite, who was reincarnated in that girl's body. It was quite awkward seeing Kite like that. But like koala, he was talking about the whole cycle going on with his life, his soul being reborn, and the same sort of shit happening over and over again, where he kills people, and the fact that he's trying to redeem himself by saying that, oh, I should not have killed you, because he actually was the one that killed the girl that looks, the girl that Kite is in, the girl that has Kite's soul. God, it's so confusing. But you know what I mean. So apparently the koala killed the girl, but he said that he shouldn't. He tried to apologize to the girl, but the girl was like, forever you'll be serving me and apologizing to me every day. And okay, fair enough, but forever though? Like, there's only so much that you can do. Anyway, so I don't believe in the whole reincarnation stuff, but like that's the whole theme going on. And the whole cycle that, you know, you haven't learnt your karma lesson yet. And Koala, he really wanted to like right his wrong. So like, to actually break the cycle and actually do something good this time around in this life that he has as a chimera ant. So at least he's realizing that now. So he seems to be on the redeeming path. So that's good, and I guess he's gonna serve Kite from now on. So that's that. Then Gon came, apologised to Kite, and Kite, he was totally cool with it, and they're very good friends now. And then Gon, he found out that Jing actually didn't keep to his promise to meet him. He's making him climb the fucking world tree in order to meet him. If I swear, if I was Jing's son, I would be pissed personally, but whatever. You know, we got time for that. But you know, Gon, he wants to like accomplish things because no one has ever been able to come to the top. So so yeah, Gon did it with ease within 20 minutes, and yeah, stamina is on point. And they had their heart-to-heart conversation about Kite, about everything, and Jing was actually telling Gon that what he wanted to do was, from what I could understand, was that he's basically an archaeologist, and he tried to create a non-profit organization to find out the secrets about this particular hidden location. And this tomb, the secrets of the tomb, something like that. And he was looking at all of these, what's it called? Cryptographs? Like a cryptic language that he was trying to decipher, because he wanted to find out about the outside world as well. And he was saying that there's actually life out there outside of the world, so in the universe, not just in this world, but there are other species out there, and that's confirmed through these cryptic messages that he found, because he's an archaeologist and he teamed up with a lot of other archaeologists by making the organization to find out the secrets, because he really just wants to find out the truth via non-profit. No one's getting paid for it. So I found that really interesting, but I don't know, like, is this, from what I know, I'm pretty sure Hunter x Hunter is still continuing though, like the manga is, but the animation company did not animate anything else, so I don't, like, why did it just stop at this point? Because I feel like it could actually continue on, because there's just so much unfinished business. Like, what the hell? We saw like in the first 3 arcs, Kurapika was so like vengeful. So this is now getting onto my like general review now. There's a section of the general review. So Kurapika, he really wanted to kill off the Phantom Troop, kill off Crollo. He only managed to kill Evogan, that's about it. And we never saw any more update about that, and he's been collecting Scarlet Eyes according to the very ending of the last episode. So like I don't know, like, what is this guy doing? He seems like he's all alone. He's doing things on his own to collect the Scarlet Eyes from being sold in the auctions, from what I can remember in the Phantom Troop arc, which is actually, would I say that's my favourite arc? I know you guys want me to say the Chimera Ant is my favourite arc, and I would, but there's a few issues that I have with the Chimera Ant arc. As far as character development in the Chimera Ant arc is the best, because we saw a lot of Chimera Ants becoming more and more human, and I like that aspect. But I was really irritated by the first half of the Chimera Ant arc. That it was so like horrific, seeing those poor humans being toyed like that and being tortured and put as human slaves, and they were naked as well. And so like at first Merrin was just like, the way he was born was just so like terrifying. He literally kicked himself out of his mum's womb. And that's how the queen died. So basically Meruem is responsible for the queen's death, but then Meruem went through like literally like the hugest character development, character change. So he became from a ruthless, cruel dictator to a much more human, what are the words, kind, merciful leader. And it was amazing like how much Komugi managed to change Meruem so much to the point where he became a better person. And then it was sad seeing him die with Komugi. As far as character development goes though, actually let me talk about like nothing actually making me cry in Hunter x Hunter. Now, as much as the scene with Meruem and Komugi was really sad, and I can see why people would be like really sad about it, but because he was like a really bad person initially, and also because it was quite a short time that we got to know him, so because of that I didn't cry at that scene. At least I don't think I did. If I did, then it's only like one tear being shed. But like there's nothing. Whenever someone died, like when Netero died, as much as I really was sad when he died, I did not cry about it because we didn't see that much from Netero. If we had seen more from Netero, then you know you could at least like cry a bit or something, because you've developed a connection, developed a bigger liking towards those characters because they've been sticking around for a lot longer. So I feel like characters just die without them being properly developed, without them having as much screen time or something like that. But that's just what I think personally. I didn't cry at anyone's deaths. I was really sad and I was really annoyed at some of the deaths in this anime, but nothing like made me like cry, like not even non-deaths, like not even like just heartfelt moments. I can't think of a scene where I was crying, but I was really sad though. The thing is, with like One Piece and Naruto, because they're like really big animes, you see a lot more from characters because they're seen more, and that's when you develop a bigger connection with them because they were seen more and developed more as well as characters. So like when Jiraiya died, I was crying. Spoiler alert. But like, I mean, like, you know, so it's just, actually in terms of character development, like some characters in Hunter x Hunter are really developed, like Killua. He is very developed as a character, and I really like Killua. I think he's got some of the best development, as far as characters in Hunter x Hunter are, and Meruem. I really like Kurapika though, even though he is basically non-existent in the last 3 arcs. I still really like Kurapika because he's very smart, he's very strategic, he's very calm as well. Like he really handled the vengeful thing really well. Like even though the Phantom Troop literally killed off his whole clan, he was very angry and he really wanted to kill Crollo and the whole Phantom Troop, but he handled it in such a calm, strategic way compared to like someone like Sasuke who didn't handle it as well. But then again, Sasuke's circumstances were a little bit different, which made him more corrupt. To be fair to Sasuke, but like I just really like Kurapika, and it was like he's just so non-existent in the last 3 arcs. Like after the Phantom Troop arc, we don't hear from him ever again, and I was like, when are we gonna see an update on that situation? Because that was like quite a big storyline actually in the first 3 arcs. Like he really, like he killed Evogan. That's actually my favorite fight. Kurapika versus Evogan is my favorite fight in Hunter x Hunter. It was so strategically done. It was like he really didn't want to kill Evogan. Like he was giving him so many chances. So I was saying about how Kurapika was having this vengeful mission against the Phantom Troop arc, and that was like a big theme going on in the first 3 arcs, the Hunter exam arc, the Phantom Troop arc, and was there another arc between that? Basically the first 2 or 3. So like that's unfinished business. So I feel like you would have to continue to like really get a conclusion on that. Or does he actually succeed in killing Crollo, or does he like abandon his mission for whatever reason? So from based on the ending, he is collecting Scarlet Eyes so that they don't get sold in the auction, so that people don't get those Scarlet Eyes, misuse them in any way or something. That's what I'm getting. So it feels like he's really alone, and also to be honest, I don't really, I mean, Illumi, he appeared in the Hunter exam arc very, very briefly in the Phantom Troop arc, and he became the main antagonist of the last arc. I still feel that I don't really know him that well, to be honest. He seems like a very cold, ruthless dude, but in a way he still cares about Killua to some extent by actually I had to actually read his Hunter x Hunter wiki page because I just felt like I had nothing to say much about him. So apparently he attached a needle in Killua to prevent him from like just being too reckless in killing, in trying to like fight anyone if he stood no chance. So in a sense he cared about Killua, and he cares about his family as well, but he's such a ruthless, cold dude. He's killed a lot of people through his needleman technique and through his abilities. He's very powerful, and Hisoka is another psycho, and those 2 psychos are just like best friends, or have this weird rival slash best friends kind of vibe going. Anyway, Alluka, I misunderstood her to some extent. I don't know how to feel about her. Like, I think to some extent she's innocent, but then again I feel like she killed a lot of people because of her ability, and yeah, she doesn't know how to control it, but there's no like, I mean, I'm sure she does acknowledge what Nanika has done to those poor butlers who got killed because they refused to do stuff for her. And her requests are just so damn weird as well. That's another thing. Like, asking for your brain, asking for liver, whatever. And she's herself. She's not in Nanika mode when she asks that. So I get confused, like, is this really what she wants? But anyway, like, she seems okay now. Killua did free her. He really wanted Alluka to be free of Nanika, but he really couldn't do that because Alluka was getting upset and Nanika was getting upset that she wasn't allowed to come out anymore. So Killua had to make a compromise that Nanika could come out, but she just can't make requests on anyone else or make wishes for anyone else. I think that is what he said. So yeah, Nanika is free now, and so is Alluka. So that's happening, and I'm glad that there is a happy ending to this anime because it really needed it. GON went through so much. GON and Killua, they went through so much, especially during the Chimera Ant arc. So I'm glad that GON met Jing and they had a nice conversation. That was a really nice way to end the anime, but also quite sad that Killua and GON parted ways. They're still in contact with each other, but like they're split up physically, so they won't like hang out anymore, at least for a while. I don't know if they're gonna reunite anytime soon, because Killua and Alluka are going to like go to places, have adventures, and GON, he had to climb the world tree to meet Jing. So overall, nice series. Also really liked the Nen system. That's actually one of my favorite things about the show, but also I do see it as a weakness as well. So it's both a strength and a weakness of the show. It's a strength in the sense that you get really immersed by it because it's so detailed, and like it's really cool when they use the Nen, and some of the characters' abilities are unique and really cool to see. But the Nen system is so complicated. There are just way too many rules, and there's just too much to remember. Like Hatsu, Ren, Nen, Ken, Ko, the different types of Nen, like specialist, enhancer, emitter, etc. Like I've even forgotten like some of them. Like there's just so much to it, and it overcomplicates things. It's unnecessary to put that much information on it, and also putting the restrictions on the Nen system, because obviously you don't want to make a magic system or a chakra system too powerful. So I totally understand why Togashi added restrictions. So for example, when Kurapika made those chains, and like he made those chains to only kill the Phantom Troop, that was the rule that he applied to the chains, and I thought that was really fascinating. It's so damn cool, but it got quite complicated with like how he was like explaining every single finger and what every single finger was going to do, or something like that. And it's not just that. It's not just the Nen system. This anime is just overloaded with information, and it got so annoying that it just kept sprouting information and information. And like, I can't just, like, you can't expect me to remember everything and understand everything. Like, it just is filled with facts and figures, and I'm just like, what? Like, I have to rewatch a lot of scenes in Hunter x Hunter to get a grasp of something, because it's so informative. Now it's not just like based on my own ability of reacting, because in other animes I'm usually fine with like taking in information and understanding it, but with Hunter x Hunter it's proper packed with information, and that is one of the biggest turn-offs regarding Hunter x Hunter. But apart from that, if it wasn't for that, it's a good series. It really is. And if I was to recommend an anime, I would recommend Hunter x Hunter, even for a newbie, because it is like storylines and the characters are likable usually. So like, and the Nen system, the world building, like it's got everything really. Although I feel like the character development could improve with some of the characters. But yeah, that's my overall thoughts. Yeah, I'll say I'll just put an end to that. Anyway, what do you think of these last 3 episodes, the ending and this overall anime? Stay tuned for more.